Good day, welcome to Martinez Design. In the continuation of our hotel design tutorial 2023 in Revit. So in this particular, we are going to work on how to develop the host plan, floor plan, and whatsoever plan that is available in this place. In the last tutorial, we work on this particular project called staircase, how to create multiple staircase by single click. So we do the same thing, and the next thing we do is that we want to work on the plan by putting template into it so that it look more represents, so we can present to clients whatsoever we want to do. So how do you do that? The first thing you need to do is that you go to components, click on architecture. So kindly subscribe to this channel if you have not done so, and if you are one of our regular viewer, please share, like, and comments whatsoever, so continue to improve on what you are doing. Now click on the components, bring in, like I have this chair in place, so if I have to do that, it's not necessary again because that's I've been working on. So click on this particular one and bring it to this space. You can search for this online and click on it. That's the name. The name is Diamonds Tables, and so you can decide to search for it online by click on account and begin to search whatsoever you want to do on this application. So that's how you search, by clicking this side, and you get it done the way you want it to be. So now what I need to do is to copy this and duplicate, just like I want to make it like 4 in this room. So I have it placed in the 4 places. So the kitchen cabinet is here. I want to do, there's a line I use to represent it. It can be L-shaped kitchen, depends on what you want to do. This is the laundry and whatsoever. Now this is the hotel lobby. From the hotel lobby, I just create a reception, and now you can get more of the table of reception if you have a lot of components on your, so you can do that but I want to use some drawing, just line to represent it for now. So click on this and say, okay, this space is going to be rectangular shape. And then the same thing, you do some graphic annotation. So as you have done here, this particular one has been indicated that okay, this is a reception inside, table and chair, and maybe computer and everything will be on the table. I'll be able to access that. So people access this from here, and if we are dealing with reception, a lot of things need to happen. So you can cut halfway through like this. So it's just going to be a dwarf wall for now, but let's just use line to represent them. So allow it to have it filling on that space. So here now you are going to bring, because each reception enters, somebody need to sit down with the receptionist before they find who they are going to meet in the hotel. So click here and say components. Under this, search for sofa. I think there's one that's supposed to be available. Okay, I don't there's anyone intact one. Okay, there's one course. So you do this and put it here. So you rotate this, and now you rotate with the snapping point. So look at this, you put this at the edge, you click at that at the center, and you drag it to the edge, very edge, and you rotate so that it will be parallel with what you want to do. So the same issue with this is because they are being programmed as a family trait, so their functionality is not meant to be rotated. So what we need to do is to edit the family. Okay, before I edit the family, what I need to know is the angle of the rotation. So let's say close this particular one. Are you saying it? Say yes. Yes. No. I'm not loading it. I'm closing you. Loading to projects. Yes. Okay. So what I want to do is to know the angle at which this can be rotated. So you move this to this edge, then try to see how it's parallel with this. Did it work? So it definitely work. That is the angle. Let's say 29. Let's want to check, rotate it to 29 degrees. So edit the primary, click this particular one, then go to left, and here you do what? Click on rotate, and you type 29 degree, enter. So you load into project. So you ask you question, say that is what you want to do. So it's going to affect it only on the project, so move it. Can you see? So the rotate is done, it's permanent. It's not that it's going to be all true, but anytime you want to use them in this project, you do the same thing. So adjust this bit. You have the space where they discuss with the receptionist. Anybody that come will be able to ask questions before you are allowed to enter into main auditorium. That is how you design security purpose. So now this is one. The next one is that this particular I need again to be annotated. And how do you do that? You can bring this conference, because it's a modern day. People sit in group in all. It's gonna be the day when we sit down in a row, but now we sit in group. So you bring those dining and bring them here. So if you're going to show before, there's some certain level of churches. So this is the way they sit. People sit in circle and discuss with one another. So you can decide to change this particular one to something like a group of 6. What are you doing? So load into project. Yes. For the existing fashion. Said, what do you do? So what you do is that you click here and say you want it more bigger. Click here, come to edit. From here you click this one. You can say duplicate. Good. And change this the numbers of chairs to like 6. Say okay. So it definitely changed. The remaining one remain like that. So what you do is that you click on this and say this will change to this one. So this part, they have 6 people sitting down in group. Select them that manner and copy, and copy. The beautiful of this is that as you are watching, make sure you are practicing. If you are practicing and watching at the same time, it's going to give you more boost and confidence on what you are doing. And design, this is a special design that it's a commercial activities design that gives you some confidence in. So if you are able to replicate this drawing, definitely if you are practicing, it will be more easy for you. But a lot of people get it all wrong, because when you want to design things like this, you search a lot in internet and everything. But from here, these are the indication of how you can start everything from beginning and go it through. So the best is that if you are giving assignment this manner, you can go to our channel everything we do there is all about build projects. So not basically how to use the tools, but how to develop yourself as an architect. So watch all our playlists and subscribe to our channel if you're first time. So we have all here, we have lobby, we have reception, we have restaurants, we have kitchen, laundry in this position. So I want to change this text standard by clicking here, text type. I will change it all over because I don't like that font. So this font I'm going to change it to something like I always like one called Technique. Yes, I like Techniques. So I want to use Techniques bold. Then change the size from here by putting it into, let's say, double it. Let's say 5 mm and say okay. It now bigger was too big, so I'm reducing it again. That's the advantage. You click from the property and you reduce the size. Everything is going to be reduced at the same time. Put it in 3 and see how far it goes. So good. This is how 3 can be. Now, as you have done that, you are developing it one after the other and assign the position to where it's supposed to be. The best to do is to align all your door to wall. That is how you develop in architectural pattern. So it's not good for a door to be floating at the middle of the wall. Align it so by the time you close, it indicate that okay, this is the opening side. This is how it flush. That is the best way to arrange a space because it eliminates dead space. What I mean by dead space is that a space that can be functional but has been using little elements to eliminate the functionality. That is the dead space, and that is not good in architecture. So you must be able to manage space. You are a scientist who design space to functions. So now I think we are able to bring something in space here. So we bring this into use. Now the next thing to do is that how this function of the part for work. We are going to come back to do this one and arrange everything in details. Remember, this is space. We are going to create a lift at this point, and while creating a lift you need to have double wall because a lift is a kind of a standard regulating anyway, and again depends on the engineer. This wall can be a concrete wall because of the mechanics of lift. Now click on save. If you have it there, the next thing is that you need to bring another thing. So since we know this place has a bed space, we need to arrange beds into this level 2. So bring on components, go into and search for bed, click on queen size, press this. This one will be able to flow because I think it's more raw. So they are using the same pattern. It doesn't flow or rotate in that way. So what I do, let me align and see whether it will be possible. Okay, this guy is possible. So it flow along the walls. Good. So this is bed. We have created a bed space for this. So we want to bring in another component, which is maybe TV sets. So let's look at what we are having in this place. Entertainment center. Okay, I think we have this to use. Bring it to the middle, rotate it. Drop it there. Align. So this is entertaining outside part in which we bring a TV cabinet and we are making use of it with what's in the VS space. So now the next thing to create is the toilet space. How do you do that? You reduce the size of this door because it's too big, edit it and say duplicate and call it toilet door. So as you call it toilet door, go to the size, change the height to normal height of one, then change this one, the size to smaller one. So look at it, the size is going to reduce, then you align it to. So if you select all the doors of toilets all over, you select all the door of toilets all over wherever you are having them like that. So what you just need to do is to click on the property bar, scroll down and click on toilets, the new one you do. So everything is going back to default and they will align themselves to that space. So only what you do is to align it to the wall and let them flush as we have said before, so that you not create a dead space. Now as we have done that one, the next to bring is to click on this and bring what, and bring a shower tray. Good. So this one you are going to bring it here and put it at this point. So rotate. Good. So the next one is to bring WC to indicate that it is toilet and everything is fully being decorated. So WC, search for WC here. You should be able to see somewhere below. Okay, this is WC. Rotate it and bring it to where you can find a space. So look at that. So that's WC for you. Here you align this the way we have said, the dead space will not be allowed. So click here and watch and flip. So it's flipped. So what we want to bring here again, you can reduce the size of this, is too big, it's not a normal size, so you edit it on the table and you click it and say okay, 800 by 800. That's appropriately normal size. Good. So as you've done that, next is that you bring the washing hand basin. Click here and search for it. Is there washing hand basin here? Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. You should have it. Yes, it's there. Washing hand basin. So you click on rotate. You put it here as well. You do the same align you have done for, and you do the same align here. So good. So all these things are work and available. So that is how you do it here. So as you have done that, the best for you, select it all and you click on rotate. Go back to here and say modify. Click on mirror, sorry. On your mirror, just select this. Yes, everything has been duplicated. So this is the highlight of what we have been designing so far. So here I want to bring this door. I'm not editing you. Click into load. If you have some issue like that, that's how you do. Just load into project alone, don't load into the file. So align this to the wall here. So there will be space here to do whatsoever the customer wants to do in the room. So here now, select all this and say mirror. So the bed now, one thing is this: when you have a large project like this, to be mirror everything one by one is going to be a difficult thing. So what you do is that you select and group them into a simple, so you not bother for now. If you have any other thing to do, you can later edit them and upload and upgrade. So what we do here is to select everything, say group, click on the group and you name it room items. So I click OK for that. So I can decide to delete all this one, this individual ones. So it will be easy for me to move and rotate. So click here and say rotate, mirror. Good. So as I've done that one, so I can now select these two together without the wall. So I now say move, I will copy. So if I copy from this center, I'm going to this center to place it. So I can copy again or rotate if I know that okay, the wing is only one. So you mirror this. So as you do that, you can edit this one in your whole space and put it where you want it to be if it did not fit into what you have created. And how do you do that? Edit in group, move this and say okay, finish. Can you see? So you have edited it for you. So if you want anything to do, edit this one as well, edit in group, move this to the edge. So you say finish. So that's how you do. You click on this and you edit things. So you have space to work on yourself. Okay, my problem is that I have done something wrong we're supposed not to do. So click back, you learn from mistake and you work. It's a design and good. So what you do here is that you copy this and say create similar, or edit this and say duplicate, decrease the time after 2 years and say okay. Because when I do that, everything here change. So you need to do what? Adjust this bed. So edit this. Because it's item 2 now, it's supposed not to have any effect on it. So you align this. So finished. Is it? Yes. So all the other one remain. Is the only one that because you have already duplicated it. So what you do again is to copy this and bring it here. So as you have done that, align this. So you align it. I think it's more of useful. What to say? Cancel. It's more of useful than this. So here, what you need to do is to mirror without copy. You click dot on copy because you just want to mirror this alone. So rotate this, use this one as a reference. Good. So everything snap back into this box. So adjust it and let it fit your toilet. So can you see? So you can now mirror and be doing the multiple work. Sorry. mirror, click on this mirror to copy. Okay, so you now move this, mirror this one before you move. Okay, so you've done that. You copy this, and so copy from the middle and paste it here for it. So you are able to save this part. So the next part is this. What are you having here? I'm going to have gym, so I need to put door. Copy door and put door here. Or yes, let door be there. Then you mirror this dot again, so you have double doors at the gym. So you put the gym component and whatever you want to do there. So now you can annotate it by put save text, annotate text. So you do text by saying gym. So you put gym here, and you put other component of gym, arrange it there, like treadmill, stationary bike, and a weight lift, and so on and so forth. So you put them here to indicate that is what you are doing. So that is it for that space. These are the rooms, these are the entrance. So I don't think we have entrance here, so we are going to open somewhere wide, like each gym. We are not going to use up because the staircase has its own say here. So here we decide to open this up and draw our concluding wall. We will go outside later, but we will do that later in style. There's components we want to bring to that space. So here is how we do. So this is the gym side, this entrance. So click here and create entrance into this veranda. So that when they come, they enter through here, they have access to whatsoever that needs them and access to. So the annotate, you are going to write room and write everything. So this is the part of circulation of this space, because we are not going to use it for anything. So when we do this one now, we copy this and say copy to clipboard, go to level 3, and what did you do? Or you go back here and say select all instance, in this view, then you copy to clipboard and you come here and you say paste to current view. Everything should be snapped into that space, and you begin to edit wherever they don't have that degree space. You know that we do cantilever in some of the space here. That is why you see them extending, that they are not following the same. So that's how you work. So at this point now, you do the needful by mirror, or do whatever that you know that okay is applicable and highly successful. So at this joint, all I need to do is to adjust this to my taste. Like before. Okay, why that this one was not there? The reason that they are not of the same instance anymore, because I've edited it. So you can copy this one